In this video, we're going to cover the patient snapshot. This over here on the left-hand side is what we call the patient snapshot. It's just a quick overview of a lot of data or shortcuts to get what you need to get to help manage this patient. You can open the patient snapshot by either clicking on the patient's name on the calendar, or you can use this search box to search for their name. You can search by first name, last name, parts of first name or last name. You can also use the search box for email address, patient ID number, and phone number. So you have lots of ways you can search for a patient. Over here are the filters that you're using to search. So by default, it always goes to active, but say you search for a patient and they don't come up on the drop-down list. I would suggest to select include inactive. And then that way, if you accidentally have that patient marked as inactive, you can still find them, but they'll be in red and say inactive. Below is the patient name, and here's where you can see and add tags. So I can hover over and see this patient has a number of tags, as compared to this patient that does not have any tags, but I can add a tag right there by clicking Add New Tag. Below, you can see the appointment type that this patient has for today and the appointment time. Here are a bunch of shortcut buttons, which I will cover momentarily. Here you have the patient's name, their gender, ID number, their demographics. Here you can see this phone number in blue. Please keep in mind in CareHD, anything that's in this blue color is a clickable link. So if I click on it, it opens up this two-way texting window down here at the bottom so I can communicate back and forth with my patient. Here I can see my task list. This is a tracking bar of how much I've completed on this task list template. Now we have covered task list templates in another video, so please go refer to that video. But this is just showing me how much I've completed, so I can see I still have some work to do. I can also click into this area to quickly take me to those tasks. Also, what we'll show here is if your patient has an alert that has been triggered. So I'm going to arrive this patient, and I can see that an alert has been triggered. It moved over here to active alerts. It turned red on the calendar, and I'm just going to simply refresh this snapshot. And here I can see I actually had 2 alerts for this patient. I can quickly see them. I can mark as complete, move to next appointment, or edit. So let's say I need to make sure next visit is a re-exam. Let's go ahead and quickly do that in talking about appointments. Here's a list of past and future appointments. Anything that's in green is today's current date. And if I look and scroll up to the next appointment, I can see that it is scheduled as a re-exam. I can click on the edit if I need to edit the exam type. So since I can see that this alert has been done, I'm just going to click Mark as Complete, and it will remove it from my snapshot. Then I can see last exam date and how many adjustments ago it was, and next appointment date. Here, if the patient has a care plan set up, you will see the care plan tracker. I can click into it to easily see the details or edit their care plan. Below is a general overview of any case this patient has. Again, they're all clickable links, and it's very important that you have at least one case set as default. You have to have one case set as default because that really ties into many functions in the system, and I can see that my insurance is set as default right now. To set a case as default, you're just going to go to your Cases tab and then click on the push pin to set it as default. So right now, my default case is insurance, and it shows at the top. This section is just a general adjustment massage counter. This is looking at charges on the ledger. It is not looking at appointment types. This first number is the number of adjustments in the calendar year. If it is insurance, it's looking at the number of adjustments in the policy year that's set up in the profile. This number is the number of adjustments within the patient's lifetime in CareHD. And the same thing for massage. Here's your general outstanding balance section. So here's outstanding insurance to be collected in my cases. So I can see, okay, my workman's comp has been fully settled, but I have outstanding claims. from my other cases. Here I can see patient amount. So I can see that in these two cases, the patient owes me money. It's in red, they owe me $149. But in this case, they have a credit of $2,000. So it's an easy way to see if your patient is up to date on their bills or not. Here is the patient's notes box. You can use this for so many reasons. If I click into it, it will expand. I can also change the color of the notes box. We just went over this part, but this is where you can see and quickly edit appointments. I can also click on this to cancel future appointments. Now here, I can either cancel all, or maybe I just want to cancel the adjustments that this patient has scheduled for Tuesday because they can no longer come in any Tuesdays. I can quickly cancel all those appointments. And then here's a quick snapshot of any transactions on the ledger. So I can scroll, again, anything in today will be in green. If I click into this area, it will also quickly take me to the transaction ledger. Now we're going to go up to those shortcut buttons. This button will take me to the patient profile. This button will allow me to bulk schedule, so I can bulk schedule out that patient. So with the example that I just had, where that patient canceled all Tuesdays, maybe I want to go bulk schedule them out for Wednesdays instead. Here, this will take me to task list. So again, I was able to click on the snapshot. I can click on this button as well to get to all my tasks. I can click on the bell icon for alerts. This icon will take you to your transaction ledger. So I can get to the ledger by clicking on that icon or the bottom of the transaction list over here. This is your cases icon. So this will take me to my cases. This is your visit history tab. So this will take me to where all my SOAP notes live. So this is where I can see past SOAP notes, click on them, see all my SOAP notes. Here is your documents tab. Now, a quick thing about documents, you can drag and drop files from your computer and hover over the patient snapshot, and it will allow you to quickly upload any documents, or I can click in the documents tab and manually upload a document, or click on, maybe I need to look at their insurance verification. But that's just a quick note. You can drag and drop documents from your computer to upload them. And then transactions will open the transaction modal where you can do a number of features. You can also see this snapshot in a lot of different areas of the system. So when I'm on the doctor's SOAP note screen, or I'm on the insurance EOB screen, or even simple reporting. So say I'm over in simple reporting, and I see this arrow over here. What this will do will collapse this side and allow me to pull up the patient snapshot. Maybe I want to reference something real quick and look at collections, or I'm looking at statistics. I can easily expand and unexpand so I can see the patient snapshot. So this is visible in so many places of the system, and it's helpful for you to navigate. If you're on the doctor's SOAP note screen, you do have to click on Snapshot to open the patient snapshot, and it will open here on the right. But again, the same concept applies with all these. Everything is clickable, and it navigates around just like the one from the home screen. So that's an overview of the patient snapshot and its buttons and its functions, but you will live and breathe within the patient snapshot because it really helps you manage your patients and the flow within your office.